Come on in, Spirit family, and welcome back to Calm the Spirit TV. I am your host, Dr. K, the Purpose Coach. And if you haven't already, please go ahead, subscribe, like, and share this video with everyone you know. Right now, I just want you to take a breath. Let's take a breath right now. I want us to inhale peace and exhale pressure. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. All right. All right. I hope you guys have had an amazing Thanksgiving. Today, we're going to talk about holiday stress and anxiety. What is holiday stress and anxiety? What is holiday stress? What does that look like? We're going to talk about it. And not only are we going to talk about it, we're going to talk about how it shows up in your body. And I'm also going to leave you with some tips and tools to manage that holiday stress. So what is holiday stress? What is holiday stress? Holiday stress and anxiety happens when the emotional, financial, and social pressure of the season becomes too heavy. So that is holiday stress. It's when the anxiety happens when the emotional, financial, and social pressure of the holiday season becomes too heavy. So if you're over the holiday season, you're probably going through some holiday stress and anxiety. What's your definition of holiday stress and anxiety? What do you guys think? Because everybody talks about the joys of it, right? They talk about the happiness, the fellowshipping, the being with loved ones. But guess what? What many fail to acknowledge or realize is that a lot of people are fighting a lot of private battles that no one knows about. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that just a little bit. But this is what holiday stress can look like, guys. Trying to stretch your finances, feeling pressure to host or attend everything, missing loved ones who aren't already here or who aren't here anymore, managing family tensions, being a mediator during the holidays, that can become stressful. Feeling tired but can't slow down, and feeling like you're supposed to be happy just because it's the holiday. Yes, that's what holiday stress looks like. But why does it happen? Why do you guys think? Drop down in the chat or in the comments. Why do you think holiday stress and anxiety occurs? Why do you think? Why do you think? Anybody? Okay, so this is what I think. I think holiday, just my own personal opinion, I think sometimes during the holidays it makes you feel good, right? You want to help people, you want to make people smile, you know what I mean? So a lot of times we take on a lot of the responsibility, but and that's okay, but what I would say, don't take it all on, right? Make it a team or a collective effort if you decide to do that. So that's what I would say. What do you guys think? And more importantly, this holiday stress, how does it show up in your body? Around the holidays, do you find yourself being more stressed out or more calm and relaxed, or looking forward to, all the festivities? How does it show up in your body? I know for me, holiday stress or stress just in general, what I've noticed, okay, and that's from being in tune with myself, is that my stress shows up right up in here. Right up in here. Yep. It can also show up like up in your jaws. It can show up in your jaws. What's another way it can show up in your body? Anybody? Let's see. Let's see. It could show up. You can have headaches. People can have headaches. Yep, you can start having headaches. You have trouble sleeping. You feel on edge. Anybody always, irritated around the holidays more than usual? That's a sign of holiday stress. So that's another way it can show up. Those are other ways it can show up in your body. But what about emotionally? Ooh, how does holiday stress and anxiety show up emotionally? It says emotionally, holiday anxiety can feel like being overwhelmed. Do you ever just feel just overwhelmed during the holidays? Like it's just so much to do. I have so many gifts to buy for. I'm trying to stretch my money. I'm trying to save. I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to help him. I'm just trying to do this and that. Do you guys feel like that? Being overwhelmed? Feeling sad or lonely? That's how it shows up emotionally. Missing someone deeply, especially around the holidays. If you have recently lost a loved one, I am sending comfort, love, hugs, and kisses to you guys, because definitely around the holidays can be difficult for those who have lost a loved one or who are grieving. And feeling the pressure to show up for people when you're drained. That's another way that stress and anxiety shows up emotionally. Feeling the pressure to just perform, and you don't have it in you. Literally, you don't have it in you. So that's how it also shows up emotionally. But how do we manage it? What are some ways we manage that holiday stress? Because let's face it, we're going to have holiday stress, right? We're going to have stress, period. But in the process of that stress, how do we manage that stress? How do you manage stress now? How do you manage stress now? For me, the way I manage stress is I like to ground myself. So I have a garden and I call it my happy place. So I'm always out there in my garden. And I think that brings me a sense of calm. Well, I know it brings me a sense of calm. It brings me a sense of peace, and it recenters me. You know what I mean? And when I'm out there, I just have time to just reflect on nature, reflect on God's work and God's creation. And then it helps guide me back to where I need to be and refocuses my mind. You know what I mean? So that's one way I manage my holiday stress. But here are some recommended tools that you guys can use as well. It says, give yourself permission to rest. It says, rest is not a weakness, it's maintenance. You have, just like a car, every so often you have to get an oil change. You have to get a tune-up. Listen, rest is the same. Your body is the same way. It needs to rest. It's maintenance. It needs maintenance. It also says, choose what matters most. What matters most to you? You don't have to attend every event or buy every gift. In fact, what I have become accustomed to is making my own gifts. Oh, yeah. And we call them zawadis, okay, in Swahili, which means gifts. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, then you will know what I am talking about. And also, set emotional boundaries, okay? This is another way to manage holiday stress. It says, if certain conversations or people drain you, guess what? Limit your exposure. You don't have to just endure the conversation. One of the things when my kids were younger, one of the things I told them, whenever mommy say, Autobots, roll out, and we're at someone's house, they know it's time to get up and go. So make sure you set emotional boundaries, okay? Acknowledge your grief. If this season is hard because someone is missing, honor that truth. You're not required to fake your joy. And slow your pace intentionally. Take 3 deep breaths before responding. Do one task at a time, and give your mind room to settle. In closing, if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I look forward to seeing you guys for more weekly videos, tips, tools, and strategies to help you be the best version of you possible. As always, breathe, balance, be well.